Hi everyone, it's me, Oxy. Today I'm building the LEGO Botanicals Plum Blossom and once again, potentially oversharing some insight into my life through the hobbies that led to my current state of being as an adult. Today, I'm exploring how LEGO, the building and collecting of it, watching related content on it, and playing the games based on its various themes, has contributed towards my current passion for content creation, how it became my longest standing hobby, even longer than gaming, and how this all introduced me into the opportunities that only pursuing a creative hobby like LEGO could. Growing up as an only child in the thousands to the 2010s was difficult. I always felt alone, which is why I cherished any and all friends I could make. But more than that, whatever hobby and hyperfixation that my friends had too was extra special. LEGO was one of them. I remember watching a bunch of LEGO stop motion animation fan films on YouTube, and that as a kid was the coolest thing to me. These people and fellow kids were making awesome pieces of media with good stories and being creative with something that, at the time still, was a toy to me. The idea of using a toy as a medium for storytelling is what sucked me into the YouTube sphere as a kid. I remember often on weekends, I'd go with my grandma with her work, and during any moment that she had downtime, she'd let me onto her work PC, onto youtube.com, where I'd spend hours and hours watching LEGO brick films to get my fix. From fan-made LEGO Star Wars films to Power Miners, from the City brand to LEGO Indiana Jones and all the themes in between, this new genre of content had engrossed me fully into the idea that anyone, and I mean anyone, could make cool and creative stuff for all to enjoy. So, safe to say, when I had a friend who was into LEGO and YouTube growing up, the both of us tried our hand at making our own LEGO shorts. Sure, they weren't any good and none of them got uploaded. Keep in mind that I grew up with no internet at home. But if it wasn't an excuse for myself and my friend, the now prominent and impressive YouTuber and Twitch streamer Alanoid, to be kids under the disguise of creating content and building a career, I don't know what other purpose it had. I mean, we'd spend hours choreographing how we'd move the minifigs, how the camera would pan, the lines the characters would say, and then, ultimately, play with LEGO while the camera was rolling. It was some of the best moments from my childhood and young tween years that I still look back on fondly. I would say if it weren't thanks to LEGO and all those shorts I watched back in the day, I wouldn't be here writing, editing, or producing this video. If it weren't thanks to this simple but elegant interlocking plastic brick system that is commonly sold as a toy, I wouldn't have a channel to begin with. LEGO introduced me into content through osmosis on YouTube, and as a result, widened my horizons as a kid to the world of possibility that YouTube held. Gaming was the next step towards that, sure, but it all started with me, my grandma's work PC on those fateful Saturdays, and LEGO. And that's why I can never give up collecting it. That's why my obsession with LEGO will never end. It was a massive way for me to escape the world of school, bullies, and, at the time, the unstable home environment that I was living in. LEGO was the only crutch I had in the world, and I will forever attribute my success and why I have anything like I do today to it. Thinking back on it, it was an unhealthy obsession. I mean, I would beg, plead, scream, and even cry if I were ever denied a purchase of LEGO, but whenever I would win and leave the store with a shiny new LEGO set, I was the happiest kid in the world at that moment, because it meant a whole new world of possibilities. It meant new, shiny, and cool minifigures. It meant new bricks that I could use in other builds, and it was a way of getting my hands on something from my favorite media outside of straight up buying merch or figurines. I could tell my own stories. I could define these worlds in a way that I saw fit, and for a kid who felt they had no control over their life with how my school days were, LEGO may as well have been crack to my tiny child brain. LEGO may well be the basis of what my small following was built upon. I got enthralled by YouTube through LEGO, got introduced to storytelling through LEGO, became a movie fan because of LEGO, discovered gaming through LEGO, and picked up a camera for the first time and recorded my own ideas and projects because of Lego. As I sit here today, I realize that my current career may be thanks to my YouTube and Twitch channels. I mean, for a brief synopsis, someone I met through the content creation scene recommended me for the position. But my start in content creation stems from me wanting to make cool stuff like all the fellow Lego fans did on YouTube way back when. Lego is a vital part of my history, development, and growth into the adult I am today, and I will never deny it. I never thought I would put these words to paper, or ever even say them out loud during a voiceover session, but I have Lego to thank for the foundation upon which I built my, at times dysfunctional, adult life on. To think, if I were to tell the impressionable 6-year-old me this, I bet they would either laugh at the concept or just stare in awe. Lego is very much the reason I kept going and got roped into this world to begin with. But at this point, I'm just rehashing what I've said before. So let's get symbolic and metaphorical for a second, if you'll indulge me. I quote, "Plum blossoms are symbols of perseverance and faith through hardship, but they can also represent purity and renewal," end quote, which I find is the perfect fit for what Lego and YouTube means to me collectively. Lego was the pure and unwavering pillar in my turbulent formative years, and YouTube was an exercise in perseverance throughout my various incarnations on this platform. Furthermore, this new channel and the new horizon of me redefining what YouTube means to me is very much mirrored by the symbol of renewal that the plum blossom also stands for. Much like how the bonsai represented and was a symbol of the ideals I had to internalize to forgive my past mistakes and move forward in life, the plum blossom is the symbol of what these lifelong hobbies meant to me all those years ago, and how, with a new outlook on life, has allowed me to redefine what they mean to me today, and that is especially endearing to myself. Thanks to the lessons I've learned, the mistakes I've made, and the things that I've endured in my childhood, I've managed to rebuild myself, redefine what I mean to myself, and, much like the plum blossom, these simple hobbies have heralded a new spring in my life. These choices and the things I did all those years ago have somehow managed to come full circle and improve my life, my mental health, and most importantly, have allowed me to see the value in all I do. Lego for me as a kid was the coolest and most important thing in my life for the longest time, using it as a way to grasp a sense of control back into my life, and here I am, 17 years later, as an adult, using the same things that helped me deal with life back then as a new launching point for what is a new life for me today, and I will continue to use it as a way to grow and redefine myself much into the future. I'm going to be honest with you all here. The symbolism was entirely unintentional, and I only realized I had something special here well into the third draft I had of the script after being stuck on what to put to the page. But it all worked out in the end, which I guess mirrors my life and journey, both in content creation and mental health thus far. I want to end this off with the assertion that, as someone who has been through moments of incredible lows and massive highs with my mental health, things will always get better. You just have to have faith that it will through your moments of strife, persevere through the dark, and come out the other side anew for it. I guess the long and the short of this whole messy symbolism is that, quote, "Spring will always come again," end quote. And these Lego botanicals that I've shared with you here are just ways for me to get this message across. With that, I want to thank you for watching. I know this video isn't as well produced or as long as the previous one, and that's thanks to my ADHD and other factors that impacted this project, and I don't just mean the writer's block that I had for nearly 3 weeks working on this script. A mental health decline inclusive. And as I've stated here, this channel is for me to rediscover that passion for content and experiment with new ways to convey that. So If you enjoyed this and you want to see more, consider subscribing, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.